Now, the year 2020 is unique with, well, in a lot of sense, and majorly because it's the beginning of a new decade. And the year no doubt promises a lot, which is incumbent on the political leadership now to lead the nation to achieve its dreams. In the last decade across the world, there were major political nuances where Nigeria had a taste, but this new decade appears pregnant with loads of possibilities. The question is, how will Nigeria and its leadership or political class harness these potentials to achieving development for the people across the board? Well, I'm being joined by a leadership development expert, Mr. Linus Okorie. He joins us from Abuja studios. Thank you for joining us and Happy New Year. I would like to begin with your thoughts on what you'd what you'd pick out from the letter to Nigerians by the president. What direction do you think 2020 can take in terms of economy, politics, anti-corruption?
First thing first, let me wish the great people of Nigeria a Happy New Year. Wow, we all made it to this great year. And let's thank God for making it possible for that to happen. Let me, rightly say that the opening line of the president's letter to the people of Nigeria in this new decade excited me very much. And the opening line is, it's a mark of a new decade. It's, filled with, great optimism, great possibilities, in fact, fresh possibilities, as the case may be. That is an opening line that I believe that everyone in this country should tap into and, take advantage of that and celebrate for once, in the context of the president says that, it is hope, time of hope. It is time of optimism. It is time of possibilities. As a leadership coach, I see it that is a very powerful message that is filled with great possibilities. In fact, if you ask me, everybody who works in this government must take that opening line as a marching order that the president is saying that there's been hopelessness in this country. The people are hopeless. There's been a lot of complaints, challenges all over the place. But coming into this new year, I see something great happening. I see something big happening. I see the people of this country, coming out of poverty. I mean, I want to challenge everybody who's working with me in the cabinet, to ensure that we take it as a task, like a sense of urgency, that it's no longer going to be business as usual. If we have to be able to realize that, a great vision, everybody who is working for government at the state level, the governor should pick into that as well. What we're saying is that, how can we tap into this and begin to go into a state of action?
I must quickly ask, Mr. Okorie, I know that as a leadership expert, you're very optimistic, but there are some that say, let's look at 2019. Isn't that a mirror as to how 2020 takes shape? No matter how we talk about the things that matter to the people, things have a way of remaining the same. If you can briefly give us your thoughts on that, briefly.
Yes, so basically, I would assume that the president has taken the feedback of what happened in 2019 and he has gone to reflect, because if you look at that letter, I see a sense of legacy that is about to build up. For me, I do not want to believe that, the people of this country will not give the president the opportunity of saying, let's, work together to build a country that works. I want to see the action, side of things. I want to see the results. I want to see the outcome. And the outcome for me will be how many people in this year, for instance, will be taken out of poverty. How many persons in this year, young people, for instance, would be able to get new employment? How many young people will be able to have access to finance in order to be able to, get their goals running? What are the production capacities that are going to happen this year? All of this can be made possible if those who are driving policies of government will move with such a speed of action. I mean, action with a high sense of, possibilities and a high sense of urgency. The people are not going to listen to excuses anymore. The people want the results. They want things to happen. They want their lives to be better.
Wish we had more time to hear from you, but we'd like to thank you for joining us this New Year Day. Mr. Linus Sukuri, Nigerian Leadership Consultant, many thanks. The Kaduna State government has reached a stand with the state chapter of the Nigeria Labour Congress to start payment of 30,000 naira minimum wage effective from this month, January 2020. According to the agreement signed by the state government team and Kaduna State Joint Public Service Negotiation Council, there are several categories for the increment. The Secretary to the Government and Chairman of the committee, they've signed the draft agreement on behalf of the state government. Also, the Bauchi State government says it will begin the implementation of 30,000 naira minimum wage effective from today, January 2020. And the Economic and Financial Crimes Commission, they've arrested a former senator representing Kaduna Central Senatorial District, Shehu Sani, for alleged extortion and name-dropping. A statement by the anti-graft agency says the former lawmaker was arrested for allegedly using the name of the acting chairman of the EFCC chairman, and that's Mr. Ibrahim Mago, to extort various sums of money from a businessman. The statement adds that the EFCC operators are quizzing him over allegations of scamming some people and dropping the name of the EFCC boss before suspects who have cases with the commission. Mr. Sani was said to have extorted $20,000 from a popular Kaduna car dealer. Associates of the former lawmaker, however, attribute the arrest to an attempt by some politicians to smear his name. Well, that's the program, Lunchtime Politics, this New Year Day. We'd like to thank you for watching and wish you a fulfilling 2020. I'm Millicent Nwaka. Bye for now.